Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Thank you for coming back to another episode of Scattered Brilliancy. And my name is Travis, and surprisingly, I'm here to review the first 4 episodes of this season of Married at First Sight. I don't even know what season this is. Season umpteen of Married at First Sight. I said it last season. I probably said it the season before that. I had no plans of reviewing this show because most of y'all already know how I feel about the show. But being 4 episodes in, I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and make a video just to go ahead and get a couple of my thoughts out the way. And we'll see if I do any more for this upcoming season. For those who have not watched other reviews from me for Married at First Sight, I've started to have a problem with the show Married at First Sight just because what I'm noticing is they're using the exact same formula and they're getting terrible results. Meaning that, yes, it's entertaining for us sometimes and kind of, not really. But in the end, these couples aren't even staying together. I mean, one of the major things that I think they changed last season was they upped it from 6 weeks to 8 weeks, which is probably a good thing. But outside of that, it's the exact same formula. Y'all have 3 people who aren't even consistent outside of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, I think, has been there every season. Calvin Robertson, the pastor, he's been there a few seasons, and they switched out that Delgado, the lady from last season, they switched her out. So it's like there's not even consistency with these matchmakers. And I guess they're using the same formula for putting them together, but these couples are not lasting. And I think outside of creating a TV show to entertain, you should at least be trying to be successful. Because, you know, like I've said before, when you look at the track record of Married at First Sight as far as the U.S. series is concerned, most of these couples have not stayed together. And that says a lot about the show itself. So that's one of the reasons why the show, I feel like it needs to end. I keep saying it needs to end, and it doesn't. So this season, they're in Boston. They have 3 new couples, you know, to try to go through this process and see if they're going to end up together. The couples' names are in my phone. I'm using my phone right now. But we have Jacqueline and Ryan. Don't ask me their ages or what they do because I have no clue. Then you have Molly or Holly. I think it's Molly. Molly and Jonathan, I think is his name. And then you have Shawnice and Jepti. And the only reason why I remember their name is because they're the couple that I want to talk about the most. So every season, there's always that one couple who is just, it is a burden to watch them on TV. And that couple this season is Jepti and Shawnice. There's a 3-year difference between them, similar to last year, how there was a difference between Sheila and Nate. There's a 3-year difference. I don't know what the difference was between them last season, but for Jepti and Shawnice, there's a 3-year difference. And Jepti is a like watching him now, I'm just like, please, I don't even care about that. Just don't show him anymore because I can't take the dark cloud, like no pun intended, the dark cloud that is Jepti, because he is bringing the viewers down. And all of this is because of him not wanting to open up to Shawnice. Shawnice is like a bright cloud, not a bright cloud, a bright sun on the show, and she's just bright and bubbly, and then he's like the total opposite, and they put them together, and it's bad. What I meant to say was, as far as the couples that I think are going to make it, they're definitely not one of the ones I think are going to make it based on how things are going right now. And I don't think Jonathan and Holly are going to make it either. I think Jacqueline and that guy might because they smashed on the first night. But I don't think they're going to make it either, to really be honest with you. I don't think any of these couples are going to make it. I don't have any hope for any of the couples on the show. But back to Jepti and Shawnice. The fact that he keeps calling her a stranger is tiresome. Sir, you signed up for a show to marry a stranger. If you were not mentally prepared for this process, why did you sign up? And for me, that's one of the things that the judges, the matchmakers, should have vetted him out and really, come to find out, is he really ready for this process? Because everything he's saying doesn't match what this show is about. You don't want to open up to her because you don't know her. Of course you don't know her. You signed up for a show where you're going to meet somebody that you didn't know. Now, granted, some of the stuff we're seeing could very well be editing, and there's always more to the story than what we see on the TV. But just going off what we see on the TV, he is getting on my nerves, and it makes me not want to watch the show because you're 4 episodes in and you're still complaining about the fact that you don't know her. Now, the day of the wedding, cool. If he wanted to call her a stranger, say he didn't know her that whole day, I'm cool with that. But as far as the show is concerned, they're like 5 days in and he's still talking about you a stranger to me. He does not appear to be putting forth any effort to get to know her. And it seems like she's really trying, and that sucks because there's going to come a point in this season, more than likely, if he does not change, she's going to shut down and they're probably going to end early like Derek and Heather. Yeah, Derek and Heather. I think that was their name. Maybe like the season before last. But the show was in Boston this year, and this needs to be the last season. I say it every time. This needs to be the last season. My HQ was telling me that it's time to play the game. I ain't playing right now. I'm making a video. This needs to be the last season for this show. This show is not working. Lifetime, I don't know why y'all picked this show up. I get it. You know, it's interesting for the most part, but every season is the same thing, y'all. So as far as episodes 1 through 4, nothing interesting. Jeopardy's getting on my nerves. One of those dudes talks too much, and one of the dudes lost his job. He's home. No, he's not homeless. He's jobless. But other than that, there's nothing really interesting going on the show. Like, this show is just, I'm sitting here ranting about a show I'm willingly watching right now. That doesn't even make any sense. I know most of y'all probably like, well, just stop watching, Travis. I know it's just it's easier said than done. But I am still watching Married at First Sight. I'm not watching faithfully. I'm not watching it when it comes on. I just watch 3 and 4 like back to back. 5 comes on tonight. Is today Tuesday? I don't even know what day today is. Oh, today's Monday. It comes on tomorrow. So yeah, y'all tell me what y'all. I'm interested in the people who subscribed to me initially because of my Married at First Sight reviews. I'm interested to know what y'all are thinking about the show this season because I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Some things that they are doing differently that I can't give them credit for is they let the couples with the girls meet the women meet the women and the men meet the men before they got married. I thought that was a great idea. And I think the fact that they allowed them to kind of start that connection will maybe help a lot of these couples to get through some of the things that they're going through. And the fact that they're all on honeymoon in the same place, I think it's cool. That's probably just a budgeting thing, though. They probably didn't have the money to send them to 3 different islands. So they said, you know what, we're going to get a discount at this hotel, and we're going to get 3 rooms for the price of 2. So all y'all going to Jamaica. But I think that that's a good thing that they've done. But I think that there's other things that they need to work on to better this process. Because if nothing else, y'all need to take a look at your track record and let that be the basis for how you're moving forward with this show. Just me. And speaking of second chances, wasn't that show a waste of time and energy? I stopped watching that show halfway through because I knew how it was going to end. None of them are together now. David didn't have nobody by the finale, and Vanessa and Andre broke up before they could even get married. So, but y'all let me know what y'all are thinking about this current season of Married at First Sight. Are you liking it? Are you still watching it? Who do you think is going to make it? Who do you think is not going to make it? Give me all of that information below. This is an 8-minute video that I intended to be only 3. Make sure y'all like, rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you need to send me an email, scatterbrilliancy@yahoo.com. Excuse me. And I'll be talking to y'all later. Peace.